Good evening, folks. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. We're back here on RF4 out at Old Burg to chase some eel again. How's it going, Canadian? Catching anything good today? All right, here we go. So we got our old faithful spot. Seems like some people have been catching eel here again recently, so I figure it's time to return to our attempt to try and get some trophy eel. Everything down to 1 meter depth. Spot here is 35.58 on Old Burg. And a lot of people have been using bottom fishing clip 8 with a night crawler to do this. We're going to do double night crawler on our telly rods. Been busy getting through all those renovations there, Canadian. I appreciate the follow there, Katura. Welcome to the channel. We're going to stick with size 1 hooks today, even though I could probably go to size 2/0. I'd rather increase the bite rate a little bit. I apologize if I have a little bit of a cough here and there today. Just got a bad amount of pollen in the air. Tonight I'm trying to catch some eel out here. Hoping to grab a few of those. We'll probably grab some gibble and Chinese sleeper while we're out here too. Welcome to the stream there, Stella. Appreciate it. I will take a look at that after the stream there, Stella. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the stream. So through the night, I'm going to use double night crawler. Once we get past the eel bite time, which is around 9 in the morning, I will switch to potato and eat night crawler. Try to get some grass carp or something out of it. Yeah, that's kind of the luck I've had at this spot as well, Cotsper. Like when this spot has been active in the past, I catch maybe like you were saying, like 1 or 2 eel a night. They're certainly rare, but I just haven't found a good spot elsewhere where even 1 or 2 a night can be somewhat reliable. We're opening up with a perch. Got something dragging. That was almost a trophy perch, actually. All right, might be able to set that hook now. Yep. So, Crucian carp coming in. And I'll be sure to do some shoveling to try to replenish my night crawlers I'm using in between casts here. That's a little too far. Let me recast it. I still haven't caught a trophy eel here, but it seemed like a few people in the main Discord did catch a few out here this morning, so I figured it was worth coming back out here to try. The nice thing about eels, even if you only catch 1 or 2, they tend to be worth, like if they're at least a marker size, it's worth the trip and just that. Yeah, I gotta love the RNG, right? Ooh, still too toasted there. Tonight's tea is Bavarian Wildberry again. Ooh, sneaky with a trophy buffalo there. Seems like he's been having a lot of luck over that tuba today. I wish I could have that kind of luck there, but man, that river has something against me. Other than wild carp, I can catch wild carp pretty well there. Got a ad break here. That's just to prevent pre-roll ads, so keep fishing through it. Subscribers will have no ads, so we appreciate the support as always on that. If anybody joined in for last night's stream, we did our first stream over on Fishing Planet, so I'm going to be planning on doing that, alternating every other night, Fishing Planet, then RF4, going back and forth. And we did create a club over there, so anyone that's interested or it already plays Fishing Planet or is interested in checking it out, you can check my video upload from yesterday if you need the details. We created a club on there, which is basically a guild. And once you hit level 5, you're free to send a request to join that, and I'll bring you in. You get various rewards for that, like extra XP when you're fishing with other club members, things of that sort. I would make it minimum level 1, but they only let you go minimum level 5, unfortunately. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? What are you fishing for today? Saw you were out there getting some lake trout a couple days ago. Nibbler over here on line 3 that's not ready to commit. Come on. Probably a gibble carp. I don't know what it is about the gibble carp, but they love to just nibble for an hour before they're ready to set the hook. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Well, Brandon, people have been catching some trophy eel at this spot again today, so I mean it's still like a low bite rate, but if you're out, if you still need to get your trophy or blue tag eel at Old Burg, give it a shot. Right. So I was looking at some of the species on some of the other bodies of water I haven't been to on Fishing Planet, and there's a lot more in the Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia maps that share in common with RF4. So I'm looking forward to comparing the fish between the two games. Hey, Sneaky. Congrats on that trophy buffalo. It seems like you've been catching a lot of those today. Getting that sweet Actuba luck. Hey, there we go. First eel coming in. Get up here. Yeah, not bad. It's a marker. 2 kilo. I love the XP on eel. We're up to 1 so far. 7 kilo black carp on a bream setup. Well, hey, can't go wrong with some good black carp XP at least. All right, we got something here. I have to put up too soon. Got the lucky base today. I think it's just that the mouse kind of spazzed out for a second there. What happened? Yeah, I hope to one day figure out how to appease the Actuba gods over there, because, like, other than the wild carp, everything just doesn't want to get on my line there. Such a great river, though. Been catching much other than the buffalo out there? You got a 6.4 kilo grass carp on the ultralight telly. Nice, Brandon. I assume you've got the top end ultralight, the one that's like the 5.6 or 5.8 kilo capacity. New bream spot. See, I have seen like there's been bream spots coming and going on Volkov. It seems like all the trolling on Volkov doesn't seem like it's ever going to come back, but it's been decent for some other random like bottom fishing stuff in Xander, it feels like. Recast these to get a little bit closer to the algae. Okay. And I saw now that you're the Facebook VK, gotcha, sorry. Misread that one. I want to find out what they use on the China region for sharing spots, because man, that region, like, they are really good at finding spots and getting those massive fish. VK is great, as well as the main Discord, but man, whatever China region is using, we need that sweet info. I have the chat censor on there just because I want to keep the channel family friendly, so I don't have to adhere to any extra rules, especially when I upload the video uploads to YouTube. So since the in-game chat doesn't have any sort of built-in filters or censors, I just put a censor over the chat so that I don't have to go and remember to edit something out if someone goes in chat and puts some dirty words in or something like that. I'm using double nightcrawler at 1 meter depth. I'm still not really sure if doubling up on baits, on sandwich baits, gives you a better bite rate or better fish size on average, but I figure it can't hurt. At least by doing that, it's more likely to target eel than other random stuff. Now during the daytime, I can switch it to potato and nightcrawler, and usually the common carp and grass carp here. All these crickets chirping. Which actually I need to remember while I'm here at Old Burg, I'm running low on pickles. I'm gonna run up, make sure there's nothing biting. I'm gonna run up and grab some pickles and salt or cucumbers and salt real quick and remedy that. We can't go being out of cucumbers and tea here. All right, grab 100 cucumbers and I don't know how much salt I have left, but I'll use this. I'll buy another 100. Yeah, back to our spot. So Mark, now that you're level 11 over on Fishing Plan, when we hop on tomorrow, we can check out some of those other early game maps. Like there's a couple really good trout one. We could I can join up with you there, get that club XP bonus and stuff like that. I'm out to Old Burg for some eel now. Good luck. All right, let's see. I'm going to make freshly pickled cucumbers. Oh, hey, there we go. We're 60% cooking now, so I can make ravioli. Me Chef Boyardee. Nice. In the spotted bass out there. Those are pretty fun fights, especially when you get to you can't go to Falcon Lake yet, but you can go to Emerald Lake's going to be really good if you want to go after walleye there, and Rocky Lake, something like that. There's a Colorado lake that's that you can do a lot of different trout fishing out. That's really good that you'll have access to now. And I got myself a nice ultralight spinning setup ready for it. Another shovel here, get some more night crawlers and make some more pickles. Right. I like to see. Seems like you got pretty lucky though with the Twitch drops on there, getting that XP bonus. Seems like Canadian only got some random like cash and stuff like that. Didn't get any XP out of it. Bring mix? I don't think I do. I'll check in just a moment here. Haven't made any ground bait in so long. Ground bait, bream. Yeah, I've got some quality 9. I'll send some your way here. Fish on. Alright. Let me send that over to you. I think I got a recent message from you on here somewhere. Oh, so I have to make a new one. Green. Send you all 20 of these here. Not a lot, but it's something at least. That's something I need to level at some point is my ground bait making, because it's only at like 40 something. Yeah, 45.7. Come on, eel. We got that first eel so early. It gave me some hope. No problem, work. Yeah, and if you don't know the trick for leveling ground bait, it's basically stock up on a bunch of feed mix from the farmer's market at Winding, and then just get whatever the most recent attractant that you unlocked was. Do a mix of the feed mix plus that attractant, and just make a bunch of that. And be sure to hit backspace instead of spacebar after each craft so you discard them. That way you don't have to go back and manually delete all that later on. We've all made that mistake. Go make a few more pickles while nothing's biting. More. There's another the cooking game. I guess the only major things left to unlock from cooking, I'm gonna shift all these to the right a little bit, was the, where you can make the mulled wine and stuff like that. I don't know if those are efficient for the price of the ingredients versus just buying some if you want to get an alcohol XP bonus, but something at least. Saving up for a burbot and eel setup right now. Well, those are fairly cheap. I mean, well, the burbot I guess can get to around like 8 to 10 kilo if you get a really big one, but eel's pretty easy to pick up. Not bad. Well, if you want to go for telescopic, you could grab these falcon rods. You've almost got enough for two. Well, I guess you're about 1.5 falcon rods you could pick up with that that price. Come on, old Burg. You gave me one eel. I know you can give me some more than that. Yeah, I was noticing when I was looking at those other maps on Fish Planet, they've got a lot of the species that they have on R4 that we love to go after. They got the taimen, all the different roach species, the carp, the eel, whales, catfish, all that good stuff. So looking forward to trying to compare the fight and the models of those fish between the two games in the future. Pescado got a big old region record basking shark, I see. So Sneaky, have you got any trophy black buffalo out there, or just the regular buffalo? Another scoop, I see. And I guess it's time to make some more pickles because this bite rate is abysmal. I feel like that's the worst, is when you get what you're after like so quickly and then you don't see another one for the whole night. But as Katsuro was saying earlier, that's typical of this spot. You'll get 1 or 2 eel a night, about it. So you just kind of have to hope the RNG gods bless you with a nice juicy one. Just the regular. That big head carp are fun though. I love how goofy they look. Their eyes below their mouth. Come on, give me a good sign to set the hook. This line a little bit closer to the algae again. Come on, eel. You got 2 small eel earlier. Very nice. Oh wait, I got the wrong bait on this one. What's going on here? Can I not change this one? What am I thinking? Try that again. See, Mush looks like he's out there at Actuba as well, possibly. Got a 500 gram, nice cuts. I mean, it's small, but that's the thing about eel, is because they're so rare. Even if it's a small one, it feels good to get them. Those rare species like that. Look. Some weird float pullers out here right now. I think it may have been Branna, which, if I had to guess, it was probably because of the red worm. Which actually, let's try, instead of double nightcrawler, I'm going to try switching to nightcrawler and red worm, since it did catch an eel. Maybe that'll double up the bait they're going for. I know the trophies that were caught on and posted on the official Discord, they were using bottom rods but with just a nightcrawler. I used to mix Nightcrawler and pieces of fish to go after them, but you end up getting a lot more Chinese sleeper that way. Open up the map. Sure thing. What we're looking for. Just looking for the spot here. Which, my two favorite old Burg spots are this one and right over here around this northern part of this island. Both of them are usually, if I come out here, I can find some sort of fish between the two spots. Someone talking about getting a rough in real life is the worst thing on hook. I'd imagine so. Hydrate. Hey, alrighty, welcome. FJ, haven't seen you in a few days. Cheers. Let's see, can I get this fish that's pulling line 3 down? Probably not. Nope. I don't know what's biting and doing that. Trying to get some sleepers. Yeah, I did get a while back when I was fishing, when this spot was active for eel in the past. I got a trophy sleeper here. Some more eels in your line, don't you think? Yeah, from what I understand, I guess like the trophy eel on reel is a really hard fight. Telescopic, you just kind of pick them up and pull them in. So I've never actually I think I caught like one tiny eel when I was trolling Volkov at one point, but otherwise all of my eels telescopic. I haven't experienced that. Oh yeah, when the gibble and crucian carp are active at this spot, you can definitely pull a lot of the trophies of them in. I hate that some of those early game fish like that, like the gibble and carp and stuff, even a trophy or even blue tags, they just aren't really worth much. Like a trophy gibble carp is worth like a non-marker in a lot of other fish. 7 trophies in 2 hours, very nice. Just wait till you get your first unique fish on Fishing Planet. Those are more like are more akin to trophies on here, and they can put up a heck of a fight, depending on what you're fishing for. Man, these fish are not giving a good hook setting. There we go. Little tiny perch, really tiny perch. Yeah, I saw it was mentioned someone in game talking about rough are the worst thing to get on a hook in real life. I can imagine so, because they've got some really sharp spines. Don't have any of those here around where I'm at to fish out, but they look like they would be a pain in the butt to not stab yourself while getting them off the hook. Got here another perch. These perch need to leave me alone. I don't want them. No, a pike. I'll take a pike. You have a similar fish to rough in Lithuania. I think there's like a lot of like subspecies of rough as well. Little Chinese sleeper there, not a very big one. Ooh, sneaky, nice big head carp there. Got your 200-gram eel. Well, hey, it's a start, Brandon. Ooh, okay. Okay. What do we have on the line here? Really? Grass carp? What are you doing? I don't have any potatoes on my hook. Get off of here. Hey, a float fishing game, though. All right, I'm sorry for yelling at you, grass carp. You gave me a float game. I appreciate you. See, already getting some of the bream at that spot, Mark. Very nice. The that rough similar species to your cats. Gives the cat something good to eat, I guess. What's crazy that something that I learned a couple months ago is that zebra mussel are actually an invasive species in the Great Lakes out here, and I saw like some underwater pictures of it, and they just completely line the bottom of a lot of parts of the lake. Pretty interesting to see a zebra mussel as an invading force. All right, we're just about past eel catching time, so I might throw some potato on here and go after some carp through the daytime. These dang perch can leave me alone. Yeah, when I saw pictures of like the rough in real life, I saw those spines. I'm like, oof, no thanks. I mean, bat spines can get pretty nasty in their own right, but nothing compared to those. Dung beetle, no night crawlers. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swap these over to some carp setups here. Wow, 8 whole XP for this guy. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's always nice to see those active bream spots. Nice and reliable. I'm gonna switch to some cheap size. Do I want to go 1/0 or 2/0 today? Where are my 2/0? I had some cheap 2/0 at one point. I guess I lost them. All right, well, we'll go with 1/0 then. Nightcrawler with potato. Try to get some mostly common carp, probably. Apparently something dragged this line around while I was in the menu. 1/0 with Nightcrawler and potato. And last line. One odd, Nightcrawler, and potato. Here we go. Yep, always gotta remember to dig. Gotta get that free bait. I really wish that you could get a little bit higher quantity of it, because like other than the face worm and bloodworm, you really don't get enough of a enough of a quantity in it to sustain yourself. So it's mostly just for those rare premium baits to like save up, do a bunch of scooping for a week, and then you can go sturgeon fishing for an hour, basically. Go and make the rest of those pickles as well. Oh, that was the last of them. All right. Well, here we go. Getting the roach spot during the day too. Nice. Get some those nice juicy trophy roach. And I've got some chili cooking out in the crock pot right now, and it's filling my whole house with the delicious aroma, making it hard to wait to eat it. Ooh, what happened there? There we go. That grass carp tried to give us a scare for a second there. That is weird. That was only a 6-kilo grass carp. It should not have been putting that much tension on my... Something's up. And slowly dragging that line down. Usually when they do that, it tends to be a small, like, sleeper or oblique. Doesn't have the strength to hold the float all the way. It's that one. Yeah. Well, at least we did get one eel so far, so maybe the second nighttime we'll get in a little bit here. We'll get one more. They're just such an unreliable... They're like the Ukrainian lamprey over there at Tunguska. They're just so rare to catch. Yeah, that's a good point. It may because I'm using those cheap happy hooks, so their weight capacity may be the culprit there. I need to grab some more cheap 1/0 and 2/0 hooks that are harp rated. But I'll do that when I'm at a body of water that doesn't have a tackle penalty like Old Burg does. Seems like the spot over there at Bear Lake is still handing out trophy grass carp for a lot of people as well. But that one, as far out as I have to cast out there, if I get a large grass carp on, it's way too likely to snap the line. I had that happen twice. Yeah, it seems like half the time I'm out here at Old Burg, it's like this is pretty calm wind for my usual. A lot of times when I come out here, the wind will suddenly pick up to like 8 meters per second, which is miserable for telescopic. It's especially funny if you get if you're pulling in a small fish and it's really windy, the fish will just fly past your character, just going over the side, and you have to chase wherever it lands. What you'll find on fishing planets, especially when you're fighting those trout, sometimes they'll fling when they jump out of the water. If you yank your pole at just the right time, you can just sling them up on land like a rocket. It's hilarious. All right, Spot, I'm gonna need you to wake up now. Okay, a little something. Find one of those drop and release. Yep. Well, on the plus side, we got this eel, so if nothing else, we could consider our trip a success. We came out here for eel. We got at least one. Let's see, while I'm thinking about what else is there in cooking. So we've got boiled crayfish at 65%, and caviar. Buckwheat porridge with burbot liver. Let me tell you how appetizing that sounds. I guess these alcohols are probably the main allure of higher fishing level. Yeah, it's been I don't know when sauce is gonna be back around, but there's definitely notice them missing in the chat. Our resident hype man. This another perch. Come on, perch. Grind out some fishing plant tonight, Kane. Very nice. Yeah, I'll be on at some point tonight for a little while. Tomorrow night stream we can group up out at one of the earlier lakes and got some lighter load setups out there so we can do some team fishing. Posture check. All righty, get the old back straightened up. Appreciate it. I feel like my posture gets bad during this time of year because we have for a few months between fall and winter here. It'll be like mid to high 70s during the day, and then at night it gets down to the low 40s. So you never know what the temperature is gonna be when you go to bed. And I end up, I think, like it gets really cold during the night. And I think end up like curling up real bad, and up at the freaking my neck. Terrible. Those posture checks are a good thing to remind me to do. Hydrate option. So I think it's I think I added a cooldown to it. It should only be a couple minutes though. Try honey dough. Okay, I can throw some honey dough on there. Let's replace the potatoes since I'm running low on potato right now. Anyways, I'll get some more when I go back to winding. All these doughs, they start looking too similar. Back when this spot was really popular for eel, I was actually getting a lot of black carp here. Pickles and tea time? Hey, Demeter. All right. Well, I was prepared because I knew it's been a while since someone cashed it in, so I've been waiting for someone that had the pickle right here beside me. For those new to the channel, this is a little thing that we do to make fun of the fact that our character in game basically lives on pickles and tea. So I enjoy some pickles and tea on camera. So again, tonight's tea is Bavarian wild berry. Got our nice pickle here. And I gotta remember, this is actually the last pickle from this jar, so I need to buy some when I'm at the store tomorrow. We'll dip it in the wild berry tea. Not a lot of crunch to this one. Favorite stock turn? Well, you can. It's a good time to learn how to do some stitching and repair them. That's the way I would look at that. Yeah, there's not a lot of crunch to this one. It's the pickle that's kind of been sitting at the bottom of the jar, so it's like just super kind of soggy actually. Last bite. Bon appetit. Another pickles and tea time complete. Appreciate it, Demeter. The fabric's starting to disappear on it. Oof. Yeah, at that point, it's probably they're at the end of their line, I would say. That is the worst though, when you have like a really favorite piece of clothing, whether it's a shirt or socks or whatever it may be, that's just super comfortable and it's finally getting worn down to the point of not being usable anymore. Man, where does these perch? I'm gonna need these perch to bring their big pike brothers out here. Okay with them. A little shovel action here. Hey, there's a rhino beetle larva. It's a nice one to pull. Which I used to, it's been a very, very long time. I used to do some light sewing back in the day. I want to try to get back into that. I've still got a good machine for it. I want to try to do some suit tailoring and stuff like that, because so much more, if you need to tailor a shirt or a jacket or something like that, so much better if you can do that at home by yourself instead of having to go somewhere and deal with all that. 8 worms. Yeah, that's the thing, like with the regular worm and the blood worm, you can like get that high quantity to them. I was curious, how much are we up to on those premium baits at this point? Got almost to 100 cockchopers, so that's good. 22 rhino beetle, 30 mole cricket, and 18 diving beetle. So I've gotten a royal flush, as I call it, with the scoop, where you get every possible bait you can get with a single scoop. Haven't gotten that with the shovel yet. Awesome, got a whole lot of premium baits. It's good. If I had the patience to do it, I would just sit around one day, just load up on coffee and put a movie on in the background, and then just keep harvesting baits, and not so I don't have to like really pay attention to the screen, but just feel like there's a lot of better things I could do besides doing that. I really hope that someday that they add in the ability to add like fish traps and things of that sort to the game. That way, instead of having to actually catch bait fish, you can like just use it, put a trap out, and be able to catch them that way. Which I did hear that guy that was in our Fishing Planet stream last night that plays it a lot more was mentioning that I guess it is in the plans on Fishing Planet to be able to make it so that you can start getting and crafting a lot of your own baits on there in the future. It's pretty neat. Nice. Yeah, that's a really nice thing too about being able to get those premium baits and the night crawls and stuff like that, is being able to send them to some new players and friends and stuff like that. Yucks. Those tiny sleepers, man, just it's hard to tell when it's time to hook them. Line 2 to the side. There we go. Another perch. The roach aren't quite as active. That's a shame. Yeah, that's one of the things that it just is not as great about RF4. Like the simulation aspect of it is cool, but when you're at a spot where you're like, where it's really active at night but not the day, or vice versa, it sucks that you have to kind of just like sit through the time that it's down, or just completely change your rig setups and go to a different spot. Which it wouldn't be so bad if they had like templates you could save for loadouts where it's like, okay, it's turned to nighttime. Let me just say switch over to this template that I can use for nighttime fishing. Because if you don't have like a bunch of extra rods and reels that you can just keep those around, then you have to sit there and manually pull your reels and off the rods, move to new rods. I used to do that for Volkov. I would try trolling during the day, and then at nighttime I would try moving my reels over to bottom rods to go after burbot. But by the time I got my reels and everything moved over to the bottom rods, night was halfway over. For another scoop. Nothing good, nothing good. Definitely seems to be a better nighttime spot right now. Occasionally this area will be really active for common carp and grass carp, but not seeming to be the case today. We're almost a fifth of the way through level 32. These tiny little fish that are pulling my float down like that are nuisance. It's good resource to keep around, Mark. Be able to translate the VK spots. I gotta take some time to learn how to navigate the VK site. I go every now and then, but it's like laid out pretty similarly to Twitter, but like I need to figure out how people are searching for specific spots or stuff like that. Because when I go to the link to it, it's kind of just a bunch of different posts of trophies and stuff people caught, but not a lot of detail on them. I don't know if I'm in the wrong navigating to the wrong part of that site or what. Read up on it some more. All right, got something playing with line 3 there. And another perch. Blech. Well, the good news is it's almost nighttime again, so here's to hoping for another eel. Yeah, getting like any blue tag rare species like eel, it's a true RNG test essentially. For that trophy bream, don't settle for trophy. You're going for that blue tag. That's what you're going to get tonight. Your reel could take it. You might just have to go for a walk around the lake a bit. I used to, early on when I was using the Adriatica reel, I'd be fishing out here, and I've had carp that I've had to walk all the way around and across the bridge back up to here to finally pull. Those were pretty fun, but pretty terrible pay for the time spent on it. This dang perch. Which, that's something that I think would be nice to see in this game, taking a cue from Fishing Planet. Like, they've got the ultralight tackle and light tackle in here, for example, where just using that particular tackle gives you a set XP bonus. But in Fishing Planet, it puts a measure of like the fish's strength versus the tackle that you're using, your full loadout. And the closer your gear is to the strength of that fish, and especially if you're under the strength of that fish, the more XP that fish gives. So it gives an incentive to like go back and use some smaller weight or smaller tackle. I appreciate the follow there, Heroin S911. Welcome to the channel. Just out here waiting for nighttime to come back so I can go back to trying for some eel at this spot. Yeah, I'd love to see that added to RF4 to where you use a lighter tackle setup, and if you catch some harder to catch fish, you're rewarded for the extra amount of time it takes to pull in that way. Stretch going on. Got a nice vertical stretch here. Get some side to side action. Go, get a nice arch of the back. All right, appreciate the support. Your spot picking up any yet, Mark? We should be getting pretty close to bream time here. Which I'm gonna go ahead and swap these over to the eel setups again, since nighttime should happen here pretty soon. Back to some size 1s. Night crawler with red worm. And actually, I'm gonna cast a little further to the right. I wish I had a good eel ground bait that I could throw out there. And last line. Go. I appreciate that, C3O. I'll throw some of that out there. Where's the go? Oh, okay. Bad toss there. I can throw one more out further. In a while since I've thrown ground bait, I can't remember how far the percentages are. Yeah, that's a good point. I can look at the mix to see what's made of. So we got flaxseed, casters, chopped worm, krill. Easy enough. Ooh, trophy river mussel. Nice, Branna. Perfect to turn into bait. A little grass carp coming in. I wish the making bait from the mussels didn't require that super expensive premium fillet knife. I go out in farm zone. Got Tunguska catching those. Is it up there in the lake part of Tunguska? On, take the hook. Guy's been nibbling for a while here. Here we go. Gibble carp. Yep. Pull this one in a little bit, it's a little far out. That's more like it. All right, now we just wait for that sun to set and wait for those eels to hop on my line. Also get some more bait. Ooh, another nice big head there, Sneaky. That one was getting pretty close to trophy, I think. Isn't the trophy big head like 24 kilo or something like that? A little bit. Yeah. 30? Okay, a little higher than I thought it was. Still a good fish though. What's nice about the big head carp out there is that even non-trophies are worth quite a bit. And with the wild carp, as long as they're at least a marker, it's a nice thing to catch. Roach, nope, little tiny perch. All right, sun's going down. Time for the eel to come out. We're less than a week away now from Halloween. Anybody got any neat plans for costume parties or anything like that? A nice size perch, but still a perch. Another little perch there. Oh, it's in the upstream area. I wish I could get the telescopic rods to work better in that stream. Like there's essentially two spots where I can get it to work with having them on rod stands. Otherwise, I can only really have one line out at a time. Walk it. That is one neat thing about Tunguska is it's got the main river, the side stream, and that lake part in the north, which are all kind of like their own bodies of water. You approach all of them in a completely different way, and they have generally different species in each spot, which is pretty cool. Nice variety map. I'm having great luck with the old shovel tonight. We've only got one premium bait so far. Someone got a 230 gram eel, so they should be waking up now. Surely it wasn't the mayfly that it was biting on. It had to be the red worm. Oh. And there's that one going as well. A rough. All right. Don't catch those very often out here. This spot, anyways. See, I want to see that this is catching them out there. I think we need Sneaky to do it to dress up as a big head carp for Halloween. and to really, drive their awkward faces home, use googly eyes for the eyes. Oh yeah, that would be a costume right there. All right, what's on the line here? Oh, a tench, I think. Yep. Oh, not bad. It's a kilo tench. I'll take that. And that's the end of happy hour. I think for... Oh, there's another rhino beetle larva. That's good. I'm still planning on probably either next Monday or this weekend doing a Halloween, can't really theme it, I guess, but a Halloween competition and raffle for RF4. And maybe Tuesday I'll do a special fishing plant stream going after a bunch of those special Halloween fish they've got. Little tiny grass carp. Yep, tiny grass carp here. Come on, eels. I'll give you a nice smorgasbord. Catfish team. You have to look up and see which map that's on. So I've got the phantom steelheads were at the San Joaquin Delta that I was catching last night. I think there's a couple other event species at that lake as well, but to look into it some more because I got a bunch of the baits from the Twitch boxes, and then I can get some more from boating around and getting the free spots you can gather from. Definitely try to chase some of those big boys down. We got an ad break coming up in about 20 seconds here just to prevent pre-roll ads. Keep on fishing through it, and subscribers will get no ads. Appreciate the support as always. Now, Sneaky, you keep catching those buffalo. You gotta be careful because you don't want to drive them to extinction. We've already had one species of buffalo having that happen to them in the past. Use some of them to make more. You got a demon frog topwater. Nice. So from what that guy was saying in the chat last night, the lures you can get from those gathering points for the event are really, really good, which I'm not surprised. Like a lot of the stuff you get from completing missions on there is really, really, really good gear as well. So it's cool that you got a topwater frog. That'll be handy for catching a lot of the largemouth bass at the Everglades a bit. Oh, nice trophy roach there. Didn't get a blue tag. Well, you know, what'll happen is when you give up on trying to get it, you'll get a blue tag black buffalo. That's how it works. Wonder if the sturgeon spot at Actuba is still active. I'd like to try for them again. The problem with them is like they're even worse than eel. It's like you'll get one every 2 hours. Another trophy roach. Look at you. Now they're waking up, right? Not your bream, but hey. Be the roach master over there. Come on, fish, make up your mind. A little scooping. Hey, you got some nightcrawler. Yeah. Another rough. Ish. Where's my eels at? Come on now. Might be too warm for them or something. I don't know. Finally got your trophy buffalo Canadian. Nice. Congrats on that. I know you've been working hard trying to get that one. What's your next big target to go after? Trophy sturgeon? Trophy taimen? Blue tag basking shark? Come on, eel. All right, just for the sake of testing, since the one eel we did catch was on this setup, let's try it again, just in case. Let's see, what would be a good one for you to try and target that I see posted regularly? Let's... A trophy Caspian roach, that should be your next target. Sticking to the Actuba theme. Those mussels, the way they're animated on here is hilarious to watch. Hopefully you'll have better luck with the Caspians than I do. There's usually always good spots for the Caspian roach posted, but whenever I go to them, I get like a million other things, but never the Caspian. Yeah, it looks like you've been catching a lot of those 2 trophy roach, plus it looks like you're getting bream pretty quickly out there. It's definitely a good spot that you found. The Caspian roach are usually in the areas with a lot of current, both the main like big section of the river and the tributaries they tend to hang out in. And typically, like, if you'll find them where the herring are active. Oh, there's a burbot. I don't think I've caught one of them at this spot before. You get 100 with oh yeah, I forgot to see how many gammas you have, but the gammas are also very rare. I think they have like the same rarity as the rhino beetle. They are definitely not common. There was a telescopic weakling. You say they're going to the small island on the main river to fish right now, Demeter? Oh, here we go. Got another eel. It's a small one, but it's an eel. 780 grand. I missed whatever that was. Another rough. Wait, we got 2 eels, so you know, one per night. I'm good with that. If I can get some more, that'd be great, but think it's a success either way. A 4.7 kilogram catfish here at this spot. That's interesting. So I think the only catfish I've caught anywhere so far was the this monster I caught at Volkov when I was very, very under-geared for it. Took me an hour to pull in. Let's see, how many Gamaroos do I have? 8. 32. I think a few of those were gifted to me at one point when I was trying to make the telescopic work at the archipelago. They're definitely rare. And what sucks is the scoop is generally less valuable bait than the shovel. So like it's a real feels bad to spend the energy on the scoop because you're missing out on the mole crickets and the beetle and cockchafer larva. The diving beetle is kind of a meh bait. The Gammarus is like very good in like 2 specific lakes pretty much. They need to introduce a new tool that's like a scoop and a shovel all in one. All right, take it easy, Sneaky. Thanks for coming out. Catch you next time. Congrats on all those trophy buffalo. We're in the midnight oil over there, Mark. Will we get one more eel before the night ends? Well, as long as you're also getting enough rest to get over being sick. No harm in that. We got a rough on line 1 here. So that eel, I think, was again on the mayfly and redworm lines. Let's swap them all to that. A weird combo for eel to be going after, but if it works, it works. So Brandon, with that ultralight telescopic rod, have you been noticing pretty good overall XP from being able to go after some larger fish with it? I'm still on the fence about whether I want to go for an Inferno rod or the Plus Skill rod as my next upgrade. It's a hard decision to make. Ooh. Night Slayer with a big eel. Yeah, it does seem like this spot is I mean it's as active as it was in the past when people were catching trophies out here. You're going to get 1 or 2 eel a night if it's raining, maybe a couple more, but probably the best chance you've got at trying to grind out a trophy one. Yeah, I hear you there, but that's kind of like the downside of it is that the base XP on the fish that you can get reliably on those ultralights is just so much lower than a big carp or anything in Norway that it's really just not enough of a bonus. Like the best you can get are some of those rare whitefish species, but those are so unreliable that you can't get it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's telescopic in a nutshell. Is you do it for fun, maybe if you want to go for the leaderboards, but for XP and silver per hour, it's not efficient. But it's definitely a fun way to go after things. I do feel like it wouldn't hurt to add an XP bonus just for using telescopic, because they have the ultralight bonus, but you can get an ultralight casting rod set up and go after way bigger fish to get way more XP. Whereas, like, if you're using a telescopic rod by itself, you should get a little something for that. And then, especially if you're using an ultralight telescopic rod, like, I think, in my opinion, just add a 50% XP bonus to telescopic. Give a little more reward for playing the game in hard mode. Oh, nice, Mark, getting there. With the fish you've been catching tonight should be getting there in no time. Yeah, I can imagine, Brenda, like being able to go after salmon, and I've even I see people catch taimen and stuff like that on their ultralight casting setups, or for that matter, taking them out and doing the ultralight fishing at the sea. Just blows the XP you could ever hope to get from a telescopic out of the water. That's okay. We can take pride in knowing that we're playing in hard mode. Come on, eel. Where you at? Now, maybe if you can be like those guys that pull in like 24-kilo fish on that ultralight telescopic rod, maybe there's decent XP there. But at the same time, you could probably pull it up a lot faster by or get XP a lot faster just using the ultralight casting setup. We're taking an HSV out to the Norwegian Sea. There's small fish like in here. A Chinese sleeper? Yep. It actually wasn't too bad. It was 300 gram. I think they're like 400 something gram is trophy. Go. Missed it. It was a quick bite. Yeah, it's tricky, but yeah, you can definitely pull them in. And as long as your line is lower than the telescopic rod, I guess there's really not a risk of it breaking. It's just it's dicey because you got to do the whole back and forth, keep the tension off of it and stuff like that. But I mean, I've definitely seen some of those records pop up where they are catching over 20 kilo on that ultralight telescopic somehow. So it's possible. Very, very hectic. Another perch. Same way with the some of the largest telescopic records on their globally board. They've got some people that caught like 40-something kilo fish on there, which the highest kilo capacity is 25, so they're almost double on that. Another grass carp. Nope, perch. Yeah, that spot definitely seems to be treating you well over there, Mark. Glad it's working out for you. Now if you can get some trophy bream after getting those trophy roach, you'll be set. Got some nibbles. Some bites over there too. All right, one of you's got to take the hook. Oh, false alarm. There we go. Set that one as well. Yeah, right. Perch is going to run. Got a crucian carp. And bring this perch back in. All right, give it a few more minutes here. Hopefully we'll get an eel and then we'll go cash these fish in. At least we caught two. Came out here to catch eel. Got two. I counted a success. And the first one wasn't bad. It was over 2 kilos. So should pay pretty well. Got my 0.1% float gain out of the happy hour, which can't complain about. Once you get to above 95%, every little gain is pretty much have to do a happy dance for. Nightcrawler there. Stupid sleepers. They are such a pain to hook. $38-gram sleeper. See you nibbling over there, line 3. Come on. There we go. Another perch. Meal time's just about over. Now the best time if it's out here, if it's nighttime and storming, that's when you can really catch the eel. But who knows when that's going to happen. Nibbles here. Perch. Oh, there you go. That puts us at a uneven 45 fish, and eel time's pretty much over. So let's go cash these fish in and see what we walked away with. We'll make that 46. Bonus fish. Looks like a little tiny grass carp. All right. Check the cafe first, see if we got anything we can turn in. Hopefully that tench may be there, able to turn in. There's sometimes an 800-gram tench order in the cafe at this lake. Hey, all right, it's there. 750 gram, not quite 800, but yeah, there's 12 silver from that. Ooh, we can turn our burbot in as well. Another 23 silver. Yeah, I don't think we got enough gibble carp. Nope. No, no, that's it. Not bad. Got like 35 silver from that. Let's see what we got in our net. That the eels are going to pull us through, I think. I'm going to go with a lot of perch in there, so go with 112 silver is going to be my guess. What other guesses we've got for our value? We got 174 from Canadian, 75.49 from Demeter. Last call for guesses. 99, 99, and 173. All right. Let's see what the total came out to be. 142.81. So there we go. Looks like I technically win by Price is Right rules, but not bad. So that plus the 35 from the cafe, almost 180 silver for an hour and a half. It's not terrible. The big thing, yeah, that eel right there, 41 silver. That's what I love about eel when you get them. Even this non-marker eel, well, I guess it is a marker, but barely. They're just worth so much. Not bad. Came out here for eel. We got two. One of them was a pretty decent one. I am happy with the results. Go and get our end of stream shovel for good luck. Now we got some night crawlers. It's okay luck. It's not great, but it's all right. We'll wrap things up here tonight. Tomorrow will be some more Fishing Planet stream. I'm going to try to team up with Canadian, and if he's on, Mark, do some club fishing on there. Go after some trout or something. We'll be back here on RF4 the following night. And anyone that's interested in joining us there on Fishing Planet, you're welcome to join the club I created on there is called Cred Club. You can search it. It's minimum level 5 because it's the lowest you can do, but having some fun on there. Hope everyone has some good fishing tonight, some more trophies. Mark's been knocking out of the park. Sneaky was knocking out of the park earlier, and Brandon with those trophy muscles, so keep it up. Hope everyone has a good night and a good day, and I will catch you all next time. Take it easy, folks.